G'day viewers and welcome to GFYS Gaming Australia. For the very first time on our YouTube channel, this year's MXGP video game. We're playing for the first time on the Next Gen version of the game on the PlayStation 5. This video will be in 4K. If you don't see it in 4K, in the first 24 hours of being uploaded, then it's still getting processed. YouTube takes forever to process 4K videos, so do understand that you might be seeing it in 360p only. So do come back later on. It should be corrected to 1080p, and then it will be recorrected again to 4K after around 24 hours after being uploaded to our YouTube channel. We're going to have a playlist for MXGP 2020 on the PlayStation 5 version of the game here on our YouTube channel very soon, ladies and gentlemen, after we have a fair few of the games uploaded to the channel. So here we go now with our first one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm showing you a suspension setup that I have, which helps me very well. I actually come first in my second race after I completed doing this setup for the bike. This is a 250 setup, so this is a 250 setup. So we have here a high-speed extension I put up to there. So you go 1, 2, 3, 3 up, and we go 2 down on that one. Same with that one, 3 up, 2 down on that one. We go 3 up on the forks shock absorber. You go high speed ascension speed. You go 3 up. You go down to 2 on -2 on the high compression speed. Low extension speed, you go to 3 up, and 2 up on low compression speed. Preload, you go swing arm, you go down to 2. On the rear swing arm fork, you go 2 down. So when you're in the middle there, or when it's default, you go down 2. And you go down 3 on that rear swing arm. With the rear swing arm for the springs, you go with you go 2 up, and you go 3 up on fork. Okay, so that's suspension, and then there's a gear ratio, ladies and gentlemen, in kilometers per hour. This is, by the way, it's not miles per hour, so do understand that. In kilometers per hour, you have it at 47 for first gear. Second one, you go 68, put it low, and third gear 88. Leave that in the middle, and put these up by 1 for fourth and fifth gears, and keep the final ratio at medium. So that's how you set up the gears. With the brake response, leave that as default, and the same with the acceleration. So leave those as default. So leave the brake response at default and acceleration mapping at default. Wheelbase, I would put it long. Now, it does say that it will, you'll have a lack of cornering, but I can tell you that it actually improves your cornering, and I don't see the difference between medium and long. It depends on your preference, but I would recommend long. And you're good to go after that. So that's your 250 setup. So now let's get into the second race I'm doing here, which is raining. So let's see how we go. I'm doing practice, so enjoy, folks. I will pause that, so I'll just turn off the mic now, and you can enjoy the race. Okay, folks, so you can see there that we're not that crash hot with qualifying, but the qualifying things is not really worried about anything anyway. So, all right, so you can see the qualifying is not the best with my gameplay, but you can see that qualifying is not everything for me. So let's get into the gameplay here. Hope you enjoy. Oh. Another thing I would recommend with you guys, little tips and tricks for the game is to make sure that you use both the interlock sticks as well. You want to be you want to what you want to do with your race setup, folks, is this is the best way to set up the race setup, ladies and gentlemen, and this is just to get you started. All right, so when you feel more confident with the game, you can obviously put up the AI difficulty and all that stuff, folks. But that's what I do every single year when I first do the games. So I start off with the AI difficulty very easily, all right, and the quick race, obviously, and qualifying the races very easily. I like to qualify, but just to get the hang of the track. So that's why I did the qualifying. I don't really do well with the qualifying anyway until I got a bike that's actually fast enough, like it's got all the skills and everything. But the physics, I leave it standard, and I leave the so advanced level, the bike will react in way to reality. So I'll leave it as is. Joint brakes, I leave it off, and the rider weight, I do. Look, I'll tell you right now, if you want to have full control on like the cornering and everything with the bike and everything, and don't feel stiff, and it feels like you're not going to be going around the corner, then I would totally recommend manual straight up, folks. Do not use the semi-automatic on that. Transmission is a different preference. I recommend probably manual later on, like we'll get in the hang of the game still. So I usually drive in manual, so I probably recommend manual for you guys. But for you newbies, the semi-auto is quite well. And obviously, I use rewind because I'm known as the rewind king. My comments from my previous MXGPs that I've done on my YouTube channel. So thank you very much for the people that think I'm the rewind king. Yes, I'm up with LeBron James. Bow down to the king. So there we go. That's a little bit of a preference with the race options. Let's go back into the first race. Obviously, you want to be letting go of that accelerator. When you're going around corners, I recommend probably not so much that time. You can see that I got stuck a little bit. I recommend for you to use the joystick on the right side as well when you're going around certain corners as well. It's just me. You want that full control around those corners, then I would recommend you doing them. Let go of the accelerator if you feel like confident around those. Make sure you go around those. So you see me going around those. Before, when I was going over them, I was losing time, but I'm getting the hang of the game, and you know, I don't play this game that often, folks. I only do this game like every 12 months, and I like play the game for a couple of weeks, and then I probably leave it, and it doesn't get played again. It's a game that I just play on the annual. It's like Formula One and everything. I just play it on the annual, and I play it for a couple of weeks, and then I leave the game. So it's very similar to last year's gameplay. Look, to be honest, it's just an upgrade again to last year's game, and I don't really like. I'm playing the PlayStation 5 version, and in my opinion, they're not really taking full advantage of the next gen capabilities, and it's going to be one of those games. It's like WRC. We're in a cross-gen current situation at this particular time. About 3-4 years down the track, we will see the game come to its potential, and that's something that we're hoping it will come to its potential, and it will eventually become a really powerful game. Look, I'll tell you right now, it's definitely the most solidest experience so far with the MXGP because of it having 60 frames per second now for console, where the PCs had that over the last recent couple of years. But the console version and the console gamers like myself, I'm a PC gamer myself, but I don't play this game on PC. I've always played it on console, so I can tell you right now, it's absolutely a gemstone now on console, and yeah, it's definitely at a good peak, but it's just lacking a bit of like new features and stuff. I like how the flags move around. I like I like how the water's bouncing off the screen and all that stuff. But you know, when I like how you can whip it now, but obviously I didn't whip it to the point where I would have liked to have there. Make sure you don't accelerate around the corners that hard as well, folks. Look, I totally like you want to get going as soon as you can, but you're not going to get that oomph that you want. As you can see, I'm not that crash hard with the game at this particular time. And I like to use the rewind because obviously I like to, I've got a certain way that I play the game. I feel like I'm more control when I've got that system in play if I stuff up. You can see I'm very confident in that back section there. I actually probably like that back section. I like the areas where you can go quick and fast and you have control. Once again, you see that little bump just there, so go around the outside if you feel like you can get around it more quicker. It's a little tips and tricks on the track that you can learn throughout your time. Make sure you don't full go gun that area that's there. It's one of the worst things in the game, I reckon, that part just there. You can easily overshoot that very easily. And as you can see there, I like full want to be a show off, and let's see how I go on this one. Not so well. And I've won the race, so there you go. I just come in normal there. So yeah. Alright, so very, very nicely done indeed, and I quite enjoyed that. And here's a little bit of the replay for you guys, and yeah, here we go. In my opinion, you're seeing this game and it's really muddy and stuff. You should be seeing the mud come flying off the tyres and everything, in my opinion, and you're not seeing that. And it's just very disappointing, and it's just something that I would have liked to have seen in the game. Hopefully it's something that they can work on in the next couple of years, in the next year or two, in the next couple of games they release. Hopefully they'll have that where you can see the mud just flying off, even in the dirt and stuff, like rain and stuff. It's just something that, it doesn't look realistic in the particular one, especially for next gen console. Like, come on, we're in the next gen console now, we're in the highest, best time for frame rate graphic possible, and we're not seeing this game at full potential, in my opinion. So yeah, something that milestone thing to sort of compliment. Even the dirt on the actual ride itself is not really to the standard of this current this next gen for most, but it is the current gen of console. Now we're in a phase of generation consoles video games. So yeah, it's just something to look at. It's all right. I don't mind it. I'll probably give this game probably around about a solid 7 out of 10 in my view as a review. So yeah, a solid 7 with a room for improvement. That's all I can say. 7 out of 10, room for improvement. Is it worth getting? Probably in a couple of years' time, with when the game is probably at a better, like, out of the PlayStation 4, Xbox One era, and officially in the next gen, actually only on its own and PC, obviously. And now let's get into the second race. Well, you can see that I got very more confident as I got along, and I wasn't using the rewind as much as I possibly would have been doing at first. So you can see that when you get more confident with the game, you tend to not want to use the rewind system, but it is there if you need to. So you can use it, you can not. It depends on your style. You might be a veteran or not, but I'm a veteran of the game. Like I played fair few of them. But I still use the system because I just feel more comfortable with that there. So we'll have a look at the a little bit of the replay. And by the way, folks, in your very first race, don't expect to win, folks, because, look, I was very lucky. I got a 5th and a 1st place with my racing, but I only got 1st in the 2nd one because I changed the physics up to the settings I showed you guys at the start of this uploaded video. So if you do that, you should have no problems with controlling. And make sure that you use both of your joysticks as well. I do recommend to, obviously when you're going around corners and that, to use your recommended left and right for the actual rider itself to be balanced when you go around the corner. You're losing more. And don't keep your foot on the accelerator as well at all times. You've got to keep those joysticks up and down as well as left and right. So yeah, just be aware of that. It's a complete different style of racing game, not like anything like Formula 1 or Gran Turismo or anything like that, or Forza, or any of those styles of games. Need Speed or something like that. It's very different, folks. So yeah. Don't forget, folks, if you're a fan of MXGP, you can check out our amazing gameplay throughout the times we've played all the different types of MXGP games. You will see the PlayStation 4 versions on our channel, and this is the first PlayStation 5 one, and this is the first time that you've been able to see our video in 4K. And don't forget, as I said, if you don't see this, if you don't see it in the 4K, you must be on a 4K screen to experience it in 4K, and you won't see it in 4K in the first 24 hours of being uploaded to our YouTube channel. As it will be still processing. If you are watching it in the first 24 hours, then the video is still processing and it should be corrected in the next 24 hours to 4K. So, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel as we're aiming for 1,000 subscribers as we continue to get closer to our 3 years as a YouTube video gaming channel. GFYS Gaming Australia, we are gaming down under. My name is The Godfather, and we thank you very much for watching this amazing MXGP 2020/2021, I can technically say, gameplay. We'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.